on, guys? We're here doing something a little different for my channel. I'm here with my brother Justin, and I got his RSX Type S on the background, and we're gonna do a little interview, ask him some questions about it, and then we're gonna take it on a drive. And we hope you guys like the video. And to start off this video, why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
All right, so I know a lot about this vehicle. I've helped you build it, over the process of your journey with the car.
Try killing it too.
I have. I put some 87 in it. Let's not talk about that. Still a touchy subject. But I got a couple questions for the people that don't know. And yeah, let's get right into it. So, first question, how did you get the car?
Well, I believe it was around 2017. I was in high school. And at the time, I had a 2002 Acura RSX, but it was a base model.
Yep, the silver one.
Yeah, thing was a complete rust bucket. It was a freaking junk. And this car popped up on Craigslist, and my father found it, and he calls me. Pick up. He's like, I found a Type S for a good deal on Craigslist. I was like, I don't got no money. And then he was like, well, we could try selling your car, and then I'll put in the rest for you for high school graduation. I said, well, okay. Then he was like, all right. So then this was the beginning of the week. Around the weekend time, my father was like, hey, I'm going to go check out the car, and I'll let you know how it goes. So I believe he went over there. I was working at the time, and he calls me. He was like, oh, I didn't get the car. The car was junk. So all right, it is what it is. Get out of work, go home. I see the car parked in the driveway. I was like, no way. Then it's pretty much how I got the car. I sold the my old RSX, and then that's how I got it.
Yep. And I actually knew about the car before my uncle gave it to him, because it was parked in my dad's shop for like about a week before my uncle actually gave it to him. So I knew about the car. It was tough to hide it from him, because I was excited knowing that he's not gonna have the base model anymore. He's gonna get what he wanted. So it was cool to see him get, the car that he was looking forward to. I wasn't sure if he was gonna like the color, knowing how his taste was, but car came out super clean. It was repainted, but it's super nice.
Yeah, I wasn't big on the color at first, but kind of glad it's different. You know what I mean? The jade green grew on me, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of Type S, jade green there. I see them silver a lot, and colors like that, more simplistic colors. So a little about how you got it. You told me it was a little rough around the edges with the paint wise, but for the most part it was clean.
Yeah, it was pretty much all original. It was stock suspension. Everything was pretty much there, but it was a California car. I believe it was stolen.
Yeah,
it was in a front wreck. So it was a little rough, but bones were strong, and the car had no rust at all. So
no, car was clean. We found actually, when we started dismantling the trunk area, we found glass. Remember that?
Yeah, there was glass, but it's still a clean title. And what matters the most to me is if the bones are strong, then everything else can be fixed. You know?
Yeah, everything else can be replaced.
Yeah.
So how was your journey with the car from then till now? I know we've done a few things to it.
Rough.
It's been through a few phases of its journey.
It's been rough. A lot of money. Still living at home.
Cars are always a lot of money, no matter what car you're building. It can be a Saturn, and their parts are expensive, especially nowadays. But I think it was a cool journey. We learned a lot.
I definitely learned a lot, because before this, I didn't know how to change brakes.
Yeah.
I went from changing brakes, now I'm doing full engine swaps and building motors. Not building motors, but putting motors together. So that's pretty cool.
We've done a lot. I mean, I've poured in my first intake on your car.
Yeah, that was fun.
My first fuel lines for somebody else on a car.
Yeah,
I did it.
Fuel lines,
and I've done it. I've done this car a few times. Fuel lines.
I definitely learned.
Painted interior. We've painted interior in this car. That was horrible.
The interior was full tan. Remember that day we went to go pick up all that black interior
Yep,
off of
from the
that
crackhead.
in the Holyoke? Oh, that was funny.
That was hilarious. We took a valve cover. He wanted like $200. We're like, nah, we'll give you $20 for it. He's like, take it.
I was smoking crack. Fucking idiot.
Oh man. All right, tell us a little bit of what you've done to it. You know,
well,
the different changes you have done to it. Just a little bit about that aspect.
Well, I did the electric power steering to it. That's been done. I deleted ABS. Recently deleted AC on it. Pretty much everything else is pretty much stock. I just put different seats in the inside, and mostly the biggest difference is just the engine. Now it's a K2420, and pretty much that's it.
Stock block, built
Stock
head.
block, full head package, full bolt-ons on E85. That's pretty well.
Yeah, I've never. This will be the first time. You know, when we go on a test drive now, will be the first time I've been in it with the newer setup as of recently. I've been in it before, and yeah, never driven it. Out of all the years he's had it, I've never driven it. My older brother, our older brother Sebastian has driven it with the stock setup. Yeah. But yeah, so pretty excited to see how it feels.
Slow
from before and now.
It's a cow.
No way.
It's a cow.
No way. It's a heavy car. These are heavy cars. But the car is beautiful. The car is very beautiful. Your mechanic, I'm assuming.
Well, I pretty much put the car together, but the one that built the engine, put the engine together was Ray and KJ, and then the transmission was built from Mr. Nice Guy, and pretty much I did the whole labor side, put everything together.
Everything else been him. Tuner
Jamie Mars, you already know,
the GOAT,
the best
in the Honda game. He is the top dog. What have you learned from this whole process of building a car and all that?
Get away from the car
hobby.
Yeah, this shit sucks. Nothing but spending money and working. Get away, run away if you can.
I mean, it's better than other hobbies than doing drugs and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't consider that a hobby. That's an addiction. Well, cars are an addiction to those who love cars. You know that you get addicted to it fast, especially the speed. Once you're going fast, it's addictive.
Yeah, you always want more horsepower. You always told me that from the beginning. You're like, oh, you're gonna get used to it. You're gonna want more. I'm like, I'm gonna leave it right there.
Oh, yeah, like I said, I don't know how many times I've done the fuel system on this car where I've told him, hey, let's just go big from the beginning. That way you have it. And he's like, nah, it's fine. Dash 6 and Dash 8 lines are good. I'm like, we're going to want to go bigger because you're going to want more. He's like, nah, don't worry about it. And then as the time goes, he's like, oh, Nate, can you do the fuel lines again on the car? I'm like, I told you, but it is what it is. And it's been fun process and all that stuff. And I love helping my brother and, you know, getting the car to where it is. And the car is beautiful, very beautiful car. And what would you have done differently? Like, or what don't you like that you want to change at this point? Or is the car the way it is and you love it as it is?
That's a tough question. I wouldn't change anything because pretty much I've done everything that I like. I like the more simple the car is, the better I think it looks.
Yep.
If you do too much to a car, it gets real ugly real quick.
I agree.
Including with the RSXs. You can do a lot to an RSX and it turns ugly really fast.
Yeah.
So pretty much how it is how I'm going to keep it. And like looks wise. But for power, I kind of want to throw 100 shot of nitrous at it. Just to pick it up in the top end. And pretty much that's it. That's the only thing I
would change or
now
do to
I
it.
wouldn't change. I don't really regret anything that I did. Mm-hmm. Pretty much the car is good. I wouldn't change anything on it. It's reliable. It's good. It looks good.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I love it in its final form. I know he's gonna do more to it because as the years go by, you always, as of not at the moment, but later in the future, always find something that you grew out of or you want to change or just to better it and to last longer. You always change something. You never leave a car alone once you modify it. But as of it sits right now, my favorite of how it's always been.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Now, I know you've taken this car to car shows and to the racetrack. What's the fastest you've been in it?
Like what? Like time down the track?
Down the track.
12.7 at 108. That's the best I've done in it.
With street tires?
No, that's with slicks.
With slicks?
Yeah.
And with street tires you've done?
Well, street tires, that's with the old setup. I did, I think, 13.2.
It's not bad.
At 107, I think, on street tires. That was with the old setup when it was, I think it made 244 at the time with the 202 cams from Skunk.
Yep.
Yeah, when the motor wasn't timed by KJ. Yeah.
Well, but we have some stories on this car. Funniest shits ever. And
that's crazy how I did 13.2 with 244 horsepower. Now making 260 and only did 12.7 on slicks. And only did 1 miles an hour more. Weird.
Well, it hooked up better.
No.
So it's going to run faster because your short track is faster.
Top end, I feel like she dies out. Like she's still freight training, but it's so heavy that it doesn't. Like I'm keeping up with EGs first, second, and third, and like halfway down, like I passed the eighth, and freaking the EGs are walking right by me. You know what I mean?
The weight to power ratio.
But coming off the line first, second, I'm right there. I look and put third, and now they're starting to walk. So, but that's why I want to throw a 100 shot at it.
Oh, 100 shot would be a different monster.
I see him coming, freaking.
See ya. But that was the little interview. Now we'll take the car on a quick cruise and they'll drive it, and then we'll record around the car.
Am I getting paid for the gas here?
Huh?
Am I getting paid for gas?
I'll put 87 back in it.
Car's going away.
I think it's
pateándole el culo aparte bichos que no están en tu bocina está sonando un hijo de puta de verdad de Puerto Rico, donde la vibra es otra cosa. No se olvidan ni los paris de Vigilio ni Barbosa. Directo de Bayamón, la mafia más poderosa. JLR for life forever. La candela es donde se goza. Pásala chévere. En este paraíso encuentras todo. Semillita de cultura los domingos en los bancholos. Y siempre andamos juntos los dementes y los locarios. Porque esto es cosa nuestra de barrio. Entramos disparando. Ya son muchos años demostrando. Y la calle sabe quién sigue matando. El bandidaje activo. Las bellacas locas con el chivo. Mañana no se sabe, pero hoy estamos encendidos. La paso chévere. Con todas las mami y los títeres. Que eres demonia, ya me enteré. Te gusta el hijeputismo y sabes que soy tigre. Aquí solo se maquina con los líderes.
Pa' mi gente de el barrio, pa' mi gente de caserío, pa' mi combo de sicario. Oh.
Real G for life forever.
Pa' mi gente de el barrio, pa' mi gente de caserío, pa' mi combo de sicario. Oh.
HPR, puñeta, te quiero.
El niete miña, criado en BH, Villa y La Perla. De niño en la iglesia me robaba toda la ofrenda. El barrio, el caserío, eso es lo mío. Va a los Bryce Harper siempre con los Phillies prendidos. En el punto con el combo todos los días en el joseo. Soñando con ser grande y corriéndole a los feos. De gramo va a los Grammy cantando en el choliseo. HPR es el de aquí, es mi mayor.
So we're going on a first test drive in the car. Got the brother driving, obviously, because this is his car. And let's get our reaction. Got the app on his phone.
No need gauges.
Yeah. This ain't no race car, this is a street car. Oh, and if you guys didn't know, this is my hometown. We're in Chicopee, Massachusetts. This is where I grew up my whole life. Car is very peppy. You can feel it. She's a happy car. Very peppy. passenger.
Today, for me, it feels slow as hell.
You're probably used to the power band already.
Probably. She doesn't. So
She doesn't spin first or second, but third gear kind of like.
So first and second, ever since I did the Gear X upgrade,
Yeah.
first and second was for a turbo car. So
Okay.
First and second are longer than what this transmission came factory.
Okay.
So when it was stock first gear from factory, the car would just light up. It was so short, it would just light up the tires quick.
Yeah.
Now with this, since first gear is longer, it holds it back. It's almost like a traction control, and I like it because it fucking moves. It doesn't stay there while
Yeah.
you're
It moves forward.
So I like it. I fuck with it. So and then I put second's still a little longer, and then you can tell that second to third.
Yeah.
Third is like that
Kicking the ass.
Yeah, it fucking then it just makes up quick.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I can when you put third gear, you can feel it like wanting, like almost on the edge to spin, almost. Like you can feel it pick it up.
Yeah, I like it.